Hello, YouTube watcher. Welcome back to the series where I review 45 pieces of fan mail written to convicted killer Chris Watts while at Weld County Jail, awaiting sentencing. Today, I've selected letters from two random groupies just trying to brighten a killer's day. The ladies did include photos, but I won't include those on the chance they're not actually images of the letter writers. Kate from Melbourne, Australia. Dear Chris, for days I've had an overwhelming feeling to sit down and write to you. We obviously don't know each other, but my name is Kate, and I'm writing to you from Australia. I truly hope this letter finds you eventually. I've never done this before, and to be honest, I sat with this feeling for some time. I just can't seem to process the fact that you're sitting there all alone. I'm hoping you're not completely alone and that you have some family support. I won't lie, I've seen the news, but it's not my reason for writing to you. You honestly have one of the kindest faces I've ever seen. I don't even know you, yet I don't want you to feel alone. You also very much remind me of someone that I used to know. You can do as you please with this letter. Of course, I would love to hear from you, talking about whatever you wish to. But if for some reason you feel you're unable to write, then I'll completely understand that too. I've included a photo of me so you can put a face to the name. Maybe then I won't feel like such a stranger to you. I'm from Melbourne, in Australia. I'm 35 years old and have pretty much traveled the world. As much as I've loved it, I think Australia will always be home for me. I'm an executive assistant to a CEO who is always over in Denver for business. Funnily enough, it's somewhere I've always wanted to visit. It really does look beautiful over there. It's the strangest thing writing to someone who, up until this point, didn't even know you existed. Not really sure if there's too much I could say, or maybe too little. As I've already explained, the thought of someone feeling alone doesn't sit right with me. We're only human. We need love and contact in some form or other. I can only hope that someone would care enough to do the same for me. I just wanted to give you some form of contact from the outside world and just maybe give you the smallest amount of comfort, Chris. The hardest part is not knowing if this letter will even make it to you, and not knowing if you'll be able to reply, or even if you want to. It's going to take at least a couple of weeks to get over to the States, that much I do know. I have all the time in the world to talk to you, if you want to hear about the outside world from a complete stranger on the other side of the world. But until then, you'll be in my thoughts, and I do hope to hear from you someday soon. Be strong, Chris. Kate. Oh, Kate, I have major issues with your letter. Like how you can't process the fact that Chris is sitting all alone in prison, and your hope that he has some family support. You claim to have seen the news, so how is it that you didn't process the fact that he killed off half of his immediate family? If you ask me, those are the actions of someone who should expect to be sitting all alone. Tatiana from Brooklyn, New York.
Greetings from New York, Chris. I wanted to send you a greeting card, but I have no idea what the mail rules are there, so I'm playing it safe with a boring letter. At least I hope it's not boring. You're probably being bombarded with mail, huh? I hope I haven't invaded your space by reaching out. That's really not my intention at all. I found myself thinking about you a lot. I wasn't going to write because part of me figured maybe this letter wouldn't be welcomed by you. But I figured life is too short to hold back, so here I am. If you've gotten this far without throwing my letter in the trash, thank you. I'm not going to bombard you with questions. I figure you'll tell me about yourself if you feel up to it. As for me, I'm an open book. You can ask me anything you'd like. I promise to answer honestly. For starters, I'm 29 years young. I'll be 30 on November 27. Gasp. Really not ready to exit my 20s yet, huh? I was born in Odessa, Ukraine, and Russian is my first language. I grew up in Boston, but have lived in New York on and off for about 10 years now. Have you been to New York? I have a love-hate relationship with it, but I don't think I'd ever live in Boston again. I would love to tell you more about me. I'm extremely lonely and could use a friend. Have I bored you to tears yet? That was my goal. Kidding, of course. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm even writing to you. I know I'm a stranger, but I care about you and your situation. I can't help it. Is there anything you need? Can I send you something? A book, perhaps? Please let me know and don't be shy. Not only can you ask me anything, you can ask me for anything. I'd keep writing more, but I don't know where you stand. So at this point, the ball is in your court. Again, if there's anything I can do for you, big or small, please don't hesitate to ask. Keep your head up and stay strong. Please know there are strangers out there, like me, who care about you. P.S. I've enclosed a picture so you can place a face to the words. I know what you look like, so I thought I'd make it fair. I only sent one picture as I don't know how many are allowed per envelope. If you want more, let me know how many I can send you. With friendship, Tatiana.
Tatiana is clearly not ready to exit her 20s. As for not knowing where Chris stands, I googled it for you. He stands in a 6 by 8 foot cell. Now you know. I can't help but foresee a string of bad relationship choices in Tatiana's future. I'm going to end it here for today. That's 9 down and 36 to go, if you're counting. We haven't even gotten to Candace yet. Leave your thoughts below. What made you cringe? Be sure to like and subscribe and join me next time for readings of letters from 52-year-old Kelly and 72-year-old Dorothy, who completely debunk the old saying, with age comes wisdom.